Hey, what's up? It's mikeyperion here, and welcome back to another episode of Promote Build Battle here in the Hypixel server. Now is the week I am going to release promote episodes on Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, so that will be 3 times in a week. Well, there's a lot of things coming up in this channel which I am totally excited about, so watch out for more fun stuff coming soon, and without further ado, let's get started. Okay, here we go again in 3, 2, and 1. So let's see what we have. We got Industrial, Underground, Castle, Bakery, and Mythical. So I think people are going for Mythical, so let's go for it, right? I have several builds for Mythical. I have several ideas, but I think I'm going to build basic Centaur. I don't want to punish myself now, but let's just build a basic Centaur, which is actually very common for me to build in this kind of team. So let's do this. We start with the hoofs, or the feet, or the foot, or the feet. So just like this. So you got 4 legs, and let's start doing the legs. So basically, this is organic build, not mechanical build. Well, I think I already shared my technique on how to do organic build, because most of the time organic build you use like black spamming, but I also use Pro Tools from time to time, especially that in the body part. So at least we will not waste our time spamming blocks on the body part. We can just at least contour or sculpt the body parts of the build. So, well, basically, for you guys who doesn't know, Centaur is basically a half man and half horse creature, which is it is part of the Greek mythology. And of course, the upper part is a human body and head, and the lower part is the horse part. So, well, actually, there's a version of this in my country, which is what we call tikbalang, which is actually the other way around, which is like a body of human but a head of a horse. Well, it's actually kind of a demonic creature. So now we're going to use field tool for this part, just like I said. So at least it will be much easier for us to build. So fill that with brown terracotta, and let's also do on this side. So at least somehow it will be already like kind of circular or cylindrical shape. So yeah. Well, talking about folklores or mythical. Well, basically folklore and mythical are somehow related. Folklore is, I think, I read it before. I did some kind of a research recently, and I found out that folklore is a subset of mythology. Well, mythical creatures are much widely known by religious or cultural beliefs, especially like Greek mythology or Roman mythology. Well, while folklore is more of like in a certain community or customs of a certain group of people, that's why something like folklore are more common in villages or tribes or as such. As per my knowledge, well, they're both part of mythical. So, well, somehow if we're going to build like mythical, these folklore creatures, of course it's not really widely known, but well, sometimes they accept it. Sometimes I build like mixed animals, like with, yeah, just like what I said, the tikbalang, which is a head of a horse but a body of human. So it's like a reverse centaur. So just like that. And sometimes my common builds for mythical, well, I have actually quite a lot. I have Medusa, I have done Griffin, some Harpy, and some what you call that half goat. I forgot what it's called. Half goat and half human, something like that. So yeah, actually there's another one. There's another team which is as commonly got confused, which is like fairy tale. Sometimes if you build like a fairy on mythical, they will say like it's fantasy. Well, for build battle, yeah, somehow for me it's also like for fantasy team. So yeah, that's the front part. Okay, let's grab some white terracotta for the body. So we're going to start building the body part or the human part of the centaur. Let's find the shape, the right shape. It should be odd number, but this is 4, so let's reduce that. So let's actually smoothen this part. So I think this will fit. So at least you have like, you know, a lean abdomen. So just like that. Okay, let's also use fill tool for this part, and just like that. Okay, yeah. Also, well, it actually came to my mind because most of the time, you know, there's a lot of builds that, you know, being confused by other teams, that they will say, no, that's not the team. So well, most of the team are actually quite related. Just for example, mythical and fantasy, or sci-fi, and sometimes it's abandoned, you know, it depends on the build. Floating island to island, you know, those kind of themes are, you know, sometimes people are, you know, giving some comments like, you know, that's not the theme. So it's somehow it's quite annoying though. But especially if you've done, you know, a really good job in your build, and then people will just, you know, give this kind of comments. So now we're building the face. So yeah, just like that. For example, just like I said, for example, the fairy being confused for, like, you know, a fantasy theme, but you build it on like mythical. When you build like a dragon in mythical, they will say that there's a dragon team, you know, for that. And sometimes, for example, when one time I saw someone build a Godzilla for apocalyptic, and they say it will, like, you know, it's Jurassic. Oh, come on, there's no city during Jurassic era. But you know, this kind of stuff. And sometimes in sci-fi, robots are science fiction. Number one, you know, because most of the time people are thinking that sci-fi should be in the outer space, or in the galaxy, or in the far, far away, you know, planets, something like that. So, well, basically, if you're going to build like Bumblebee, or, you know, Transformers, they're also part of sci-fi, should be. And it's, you know, because it's commonly, you know, in the modern era, but, you know, it's still science fiction, right? So nobody has built you know, a robot, or actually even Transformers are not really built by people or by humans. They came from another planet or another galaxy. Yeah, just like what I also did, like for example, for the team of arcade, I did some like arcade characters like Street Fighter. One time I built like Street Fighter, and the people will say it's not arcade machine. Oh, come on, when you say arcade, it's not only the machine, it's also like, you know, you can also do like arcade characters like, you know, Capcom or Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat. You know, these are also arcade characters. This also should be also part of arcade theme, right? So although I think most of the people doesn't really play arcade anymore, because we already have computer games at home. We all have, like, you know, consoles and PCs, and even mobile games. So, well, actually arcades are not really that popular, but of course, you know, when you build an arcade team, it can be like arcade characters. These people, I mean, there are things called arcade characters, right? Well, yeah, so much for it, but, you know, well, okay. Other stuff, yeah, about Greek mythology, yeah. Which is actually, I'm quite interested about Greek mythology. Recently, I just, you know, watched some videos in YouTube about Greek mythology. So it was actually fun. It was really interesting to watch. Because before, you know, Greek mythology is not really that taught well in school. Somehow they, you know, they will just be part of literature, but they don't really emphasize it much about Greek mythology. But yeah, recently I actually watched several videos, or several, you know, topics about Greek mythology, which is actually totally interesting, you know. Okay, on this part we're also build the shield and the weapon. We only got 1 minute left, almost 1 minute left. Just build this. So, and anyway, actually speaking about Greek mythology, actually my pen name mikeyperion also came from name of a Greek titan. It actually came from I got that idea from Hyperion. If you know Hyperion, Hyperion is the titan of light. He's actually the father of what their names? I think that's Helios, Selene, and Eos, which are actually gods of the sun. I think sun, moon, and dawn, respectively. So that's what I remember. Well, actually, Hyperion, it just catch my attention that oh, that's a nice name. Maybe I can use mikeyperion as my Minecraft name. So from there, I just started using it. So now, before I forget this, actually, I always forget this part. The back part, which is the tail. So now, let's build the tails. 7 seconds left. But most of the time, I actually left this, unbuilt because most of the people don't really, notice that. Okay, let's start voting. Okay, we got 4 unicorns. Yeah, you can just give okay. I don't know if these are protos. I think these are protos, right? Yeah, there are two identical, not to be protos. Yeah, but it's okay. Yeah. Let's see next build. Okay. All right. Center as well, but it's too small though. It's too small. So basics too small. Sorry. I also build a center. No, I'm not being like being selfish, but yeah, I find it too small. I mean, for 10 minutes, it's like you have 10 minutes to build. Okay, this one, I think it's a wizard with a chicken. This looks funny though, but yeah, I can just. I'm not sure. Let's just give okay. Yeah, because I mean it's a very simple build. Although I like the colors, but I find it funny though because of the chicken, right? Okay. Well, I don't have to speak about it, but I hope they like it. I find it simple because when you got when you got into Pro Tools, you will build more impressively. But since this is like a partially an organic build, so it's quite hard to use Pro Tools for this kind of build. So, but yeah, we don't have a legendary, but it's okay. Okay, this one looks like a snake with the wings. No, this supposedly dragon, I think. So, well, just like I said earlier, well, we'll accept dragons. No, I haven't said it, but on my mind, dragons should also be part of mythical. It's fine with me. But yeah, it's just okay. All right, this one he or she got 4 builds. Oh no, not 4. It's only 3. I got that fairy, that unicorn, and that cyclops. I think find this impressive. A little, yeah. Yeah, let's see next build. Okay, wedding proposal. What? Okay. It's not really the theme though, but yeah, that's a sad life. Oh come on, you can have a love life in your life, man. You don't have to be the It's not really totally mythical, but yeah, just okay. It's kind of nice build. All right, unicorn again. Well, yeah, I've seen a lot of unicorns. Um, just give okay. Yeah. Well, it's a little bigger than the previous one, the ship center. Sorry, I don't have to criticize those kind of build, but yeah. Okay, let's see next build. All right, dinosaurs? No, these are dragons. Cute dragons. Let's just give okay. I think it's a pretty basic. I like the colors though, but yeah, it's too cute. Okay, let's see next one. No, I thought I was stuck. Okay. Sea of glass ink glasses, glass blocks. I'm not sure if this is really mythical though, but I can just give okay. Yeah, I haven't seen like this in my life, so it can be mythical. I don't want to be strict about teams. I just tackle about the story. But this one is a pixel art. I also don't understand what the reference is. This I'm trying to read what is this, but no, it's a pixel art. I also don't understand it though. Maybe it's a tattoo or what? A tribal design. I don't know. Yeah. Let's see next build. Okay. Wizard. Ooh. No comment. I don't like the particles, but I can just give okay. Yeah. Because it covers the face, so sometimes it ruins the the look of it. So, but it's fine. Yeah. Okay, that's the last round. So, thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a comment, please leave a like, and make sure to subscribe. This has been Mikey Perion, and I'll see you guys next time.